Welcome back to the EYB Classic on the Primetime Sports Network. Michael Knight courtside here on court number 4 in Lake Dallas, Texas, bringing you another game here on this lovely Saturday afternoon in the Lone Star State. This game features two teams in the 16 and under division, featuring the Oklahoma Suns and Lee Green. And both teams come in at 0-1, but they got there in very different ways. They both faced the same team in their first game of pool play. And that one team is the Southern Stampede 16-year-olds. And both lost to the Southern Stampede. The Oklahoma Suns lost 76-73. While Lee Green was dominated from the start. 76-14 was the final in that one, but Lee Green here getting on the scoreboard first. Connor Ross underneath with the basket. The Oklahoma Suns in the front court. Shot underneath, no good. It was Mason Turner. First free throw on the way, clanks the back iron, no good. Takes a couple dribbles at the free throw line, releases the second, gets it to fall. And here comes the Oklahoma Suns in some full court pressure. Working man-to-man, passing half court. Blowing right past the pick and going to the basket, making the layup was Elliott Brown. Fouls on the floor though, whistle. Lee Green set to inbound. They toss it into Ross. Ross launches the three, check that. Elliott Brown launches the three and gets it to fall. So Lee Green with an early 5-1 lead. The Suns moving left to right here in the first half. They go right wing. Three ball. Short. Lee Green with the board. Elliott Brown controls the point. They use the pick, move to the right. Now back to the left, reaching foul call as controlling it was Jackson Rosequist. Lee Green set to inbound, right in front of our position. Bounce pass to his right. Elliott Brown once again. Nice stop in the paint, turnaround jumper off the mark. Offensive board and putback is good for Jeremy Brown, his first basket. Lee Green with an early 7-1 lead. Jumped on top of the Suns. Nice look underneath the basket and a finish over the back. Mason Turner with a little reverse layup. They toss it into the corner. Elliott Brown puts it on the floor with a right hand yo-yo dribble. Now underneath. Turnaround shot no good. Skying for the rebound of the Suns and a collision in the front court. The shot is no good, but the putback is there as two Lee Green defenders hit the deck hard. Another basket for Mason Turner. He has all 5 points for the Oklahoma Suns, who trail it 7-5. Lee Green into the corner before he gets into the paint, picks up his dribble. Pass to the baseline. Nice offensive rebound and put back. Again, Jeremy Brown cleaning up the mess for Lee Green as he's got 4 points, both off of offensive rebounds. The Suns knocked down a triple right there with Trell Jackson. Pass into the corner, out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns is they have a substitution. In comes Will Boyd, out goes Andrew Stuman. Tosses it in. Little push off, no call. Baseline J, no good. Rebound fought for and won by Mason Turner. Turner to Jackson. Triple launch now and buried by Camray Coffey. Gives the Suns an 11-9 lead. They trailed it 7-1 early. And now a block from behind and a late call. Ooh. Will Boyd thought he had all ball. Coming down on top of the shooter, Jacob Langford, who's now at the free throw line, ready to shoot 2. Lee Green trying to end this 10-2 run that the Suns are currently on. But I'll tell you what, if you're Lee Green and on this team, you have to feel good already because you only scored 13 points in your first game. You might get to 13 by halftime here. So things are looking good. Improvement. That's the big key. Nice pump fake on the pass. 3 ball is a little short, however. Lee Green comes up with the board. Passing half court. No man's land, throws it away. Nice steal. All the way to the hoop, almost threw it down with 2 hands. Instead, he lays it off the glass and in. Mason Turner with 7 points. He leads all scorers, and the Suns lead it 13-9. Bounce pass right into the shin of Connor Ross. Camray Coffey diving for the loose ball right in front of our broadcast location. I did absolutely nothing to brace his fall. Not that I could have. Lee Green throws it away there. Nice pressure defense that time by Tyson Anderson. Anderson nearly coming up with a steal. Instead, he forces the turnover. Trell Jackson launches the 3. It's off the mark. Another offensive board for the Suns. Big, strong move in the paint that time by Will Boyd. I like that move from the big man. Comes down with the offensive board. Slams the ball on the floor one time and goes up strong. Brown in no man's land. He's in trouble. Needs to get it to a teammate. Does. In the corner. Skips it across. Now a little dribble drive. Spin move. Nice pass to the wing. Open shot for a moment. Air-mailed it over the rim. Offensive board and put back. Knocked down by Pearson Jones. Jones barely got it over the outstretched hand of Mason Turner, and we got a timeout with 10 minutes left. 10 minutes and some change, 10:02 left in the first half. The Suns lead it 15-11 as they've outscored Lee Green. They've outscored Lee Green about, let's see, Steve, as Steve Braun joins me here courtside. They've outscored him See, Lee Green jumped out to a 7-1 lead, so you got a little 14-4 run here.
Not a bad little run there for Lee Green. As they trail it 15-11. Suns basketball underneath their own basket, moving left to right. The jumper there off the mark, rebound and up and in by Will Boyd. Boyd will go to the line, shoot one. Off the mark to the left, rebounded by Lee Green. Three-quarters pressured, applied by the Suns. Stolen layup off the mark, rebounded by Lee Green. Not a good layup attempt there by the Suns. At the other end, Jacob Langford attempts to lay it up and in. He'll be fouled. Go to the line to shoot two. First one from Langford. No good. This Lee Green squad trailing by 6. Michael spoke of their struggles earlier in the tournament as Langford knocks down the second. Layup up and good there for Will Boyd. As a timeout will be taken by Lee Green. The bench will call the timeout. They trail at 19-12. Just over 9 minutes remaining here in the first half. From the Swisher Center in Lake Dallas, Texas. This is the EYB Classic 2015 presented by Primetime Sports on the Primetime Sports Network. By Bryce Sanders. At the other end, pass is deflected out. Last touch by the Suns. It'll be Lee Green basketball. Under their own basket. Both teams 0-1 in this tournament. Pool play here from the Swisher Center. Swisher Courts, that is. Court number 4. Layup at the other end by Bryce Sanders up and in. Steal here. Taken away by Boyd. Layup. They're going to call it offensive charge on Boyd. Substitution for the Suns. Trell Jackson will take a seat. Boyd, Anderson, Sanders all on the court, along with Belton and Knight. Jumper here off the mark, rebounded by Boyd. Dumps it off to Knight. Quickly the other way. Shot is swatted, but not before a foul. That'll send Bryce Sanders to the free throw stripe. First one from Sanders, off the mark. Second one from Sanders, up and in. Knocks it down. And the Suns lead at 24-12.
Doubled up Lee Green here. Thank you, Steve. Had to step away momentarily. Back on the mic, I am Michael Knight. We'll be joined by Steve once again at some point during the second half. He has the play-by-play call of our next game. Lee Green, nice little drive and dish into the lane. The finish, that time by Jacob Langford. He's got 3 points. Skip pass into the corner. Nice drive, baseline. Couldn't finish, though. Got a little too fancy with the layup. Mason Turner. He could have just finished with the left hand, but decided to go a little reverse layup with the right hand. Lee Green with the basketball here. Throws it away. Suns ball. All the way to the hoop. Give him the layup. And no call. Tyson Anderson with his first basket. Nice pass underneath. Walked with it, no call. Shot going up, hacked. Stepping to the free throw line is Jacob Langford. Langford knocks down the first free throw. He's got 4 now. Suns leading by 12. 6:48 left in the first half. Free throw on the way. Barely tickles the twine on that one. 5 points now for Langford. Pass underneath. Little baseline jumper knocked down by Mason Turner. 9 points now for Turner. Full court pressure. Continuing to bother Lee Green as the Suns don't let him cross half court, and we got a 10-second call. Three ball on the way and knocked down. Nice little give and go there out of the turnover. The triple is buried by Mason Turner. No. Okay, so we have an issue here with the Oklahoma Suns roster. It says that Mason Turner could either be number 12 or number 20. The only problem is 12 and 20 are both on the floor right now. So one of them's Mason Turner. The other is not. Go figure. I don't know how to adjust that. We'll have to ask at halftime. Suns on top, 34-16. Well in control of this one. Lee Green, I believe, got a timeout before the 10-second call. As, again, Lee Green continuing to struggle here offensively as well as just getting the ball past half court. Got to be very tough to score if you can't get the basketball past half court. We're going to step aside for a couple of seconds. When we come back, we'll be back to action out of the timeout. Suns in control, 34-16. Back to action out of the timeout. Lee Green with the basketball. He got it in the front court. Nice drive baseline and a pass. He was double teamed underneath. Jacob Langford put up the shot in between two defenders, and the foul will send him to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Takes a couple of dribbles. Shimmies the shoulders and lets the free throw go, knocks it down. Second free throw is true. Suns thought about a three there, a little pull-up triple. Instead they get in the corner. Now underneath they go. Losing control of it in the paint, turning it over. Lee Green up ahead. Nice move to get out of the double team. Into the corner, three ball just rejected. They get it right back. Now they lose it out of bounds. Great shot block by Tyson Anderson, but the release from Cole Almquist led to that block. Young man, you got to get that shot off when a defender's closing in on you. Thought about the three. Now a bounce pass out. There's a triple. It clings off the back iron, no good. Fighting for position underneath was Andrew Stuman. He gets whistled for the foul. Lee Green still hasn't passed half court. They turn it over. Up ahead they go. Left hand layup, no good. Rebound controlled by the Suns now after a save by Lee Green. Shot no good. Offensive putback off the mark to the right as well. Lee Green basketball, get it into the front court, traveling with it on the left wing. Disagreeing with the official's call there, no surprise. Inbound pass to Anthony Belton. Belton to his left. Now they go into the corner. Thought about a dribble drive. Out of the free throw line. To the basket. Layup good. Got the friendly roll and the foul. Andrew Stuman with his first basket. Stuman releases the free throw. Left it well short. Knew it immediately and he got his own board. Layup no good, got the putback. There's the J. Floats it over the defense, gets it to fall. Tyson Anderson with 4 points. Timeout on the floor, just under 4 minutes to go. 38-18. the Suns rolling here as they're going to avenge their loss earlier today to the Southern Stampede, as all the Southern Stampede has done so far is score 76 a game, and that's easy math to figure out when that's what they've scored in their first 2 games each. Not a math major, but that math I can do. Southern Stampede beating the Oklahoma Suns earlier today by 3 points. They beat Lee Green by about what seemed like 60 points, and I'm not exaggerating that. I believe the final score there was 76-13. Now the Suns are going to get called for a foul just at half court out of the timeout. They were harassing Elliott Brown, and Brown tumbled to the floor, calling the foul on the Suns. The Suns disagree with that call. Said it was just good defense. Inbounding right in front of our location, getting it into Connor Ross. Ross passes half court. Has it on the floor with the right hand. Drives to the basket, gets it to fall. Pass to the left. Triple on the way. Clanks it. Left it short, nearly plugged it in between the rim and the backboard. Brown with the dribble. Takes it all the way to the basket. Missed the layup. Losing it out of bounds. Trying to control the board was Tyson Anderson. Anderson couldn't control it before it bounced out of bounds. Inbound pass. Floater on the way by Brown. Brown can't get it. Anderson with the rebound. Fouled by Brown immediately. Bad foul, 65 feet away from the basket. Suns ball. 3 minutes left. 18-point advantage. Shot no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lee Green. No look pass inbounds. Toss to his left. All alone in the corner. Now drives. Pass goes all alone out there. Knocking it down is Trell Jackson. That's his second triple. Give him 6. Lee Green saving it. Nice play. Stolen away by the Suns. Here goes Jackson all the way with a 2-hand flush. And here's another Suns steal. They get it to Jackson. Jackson driving baseline. This time he goes up and under with the contact. Gets the layup to fall. Trell Jackson in a span of about, 45 seconds. Hit a 3. Got a 2-hand slam. Now he's at the free throw line trying to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. Jackson, if he makes this, will have his own little personal 8-0 run. Just a 7-0 run. The Suns do get it back, though. So he could add to it right here. This time it's another Sun taking a 3. Lee Green continuing to struggle with the basketball. Foul around half court, and Trell Jackson was taken off to the hoop. He was going to throw it down again. Brown will inbound right in front of us. Literally 2 feet in front of where I'm sitting. Gets it into a problem. Into the corner they go. Suns on top by 25. Losing it out of bounds, though, was Stuman. For those who have not been with us so far today, not familiar with Primetime Sports tournament rules, once a team is up by 25 points, there will be a running clock. And now the team that is trailing by 25 points, they must get the deficit down to 19 in order for the clock to go back to regulation. But the Suns have been on a roll. And look, Lee Green, this is a team that is trying to get better. They've shown some improvements from game number 1 to game number 2, so hopefully they can keep that up throughout the rest of this tournament. But it appears that the Suns are going to roll to a win here. And we'll probably see the entire second half be on a running clock as the Suns get a reach-in foul there. Number 12, again, we apologize. I have a roster that says that Mason Turner is either number 12 or number 20. The only problem with that is there's a 12 and a 20 for the Suns. And I have Mason Turner as number 20, when in fact it might be number 12. Who knows? Off the miss. Here come the Suns. Underneath they go. What a pass and a finish. Solid effort all around. Will Boyd with the two-hand righty shot on the block. He's got 8. Another steal here for the Suns. Up ahead they go. Underneath to Stuman. Stuman gets the little baby hook. Nice touch with the right hand. He's got 4. Lee Green, shot at the buzzer. Good look from Elliott Brown. Can't get it to fall, though. We've reached halftime. 49-22 is the score. At one point, Lee Green was up 7-1. It was looking good. Improvement. It was all downhill after that. 49-22 is the halftime score. The Suns roll into a win. We're going to have a running clock for the majority of the second half, if not all of the second half. We'll be back with the play-by-play call of that live from the Swisher Courts in Lake Dallas, Texas, just north of lovely, lovely Dallas, Texas. We'll be back with the second half. It's the EYB Classic from Primetime Sports, live on the Primetime Sports Network. long guard. It's the same name twice. Alex Alexander. Welcome back to the EYB Classic. Live from the Swisher Courts in Lake Dallas, Texas. Brought to you by Primetime Sports, live on the Primetime Sports Network. Also want to send out a very gracious thank you to Muscle Milk as the proud sponsor of this fine event. Lee Green basketball to start the second half. Michael Knight courtside here. They trail at 49-22, and we will more than likely have a running clock for the majority, if not the entire second half here. Lee Green turnaround jumper to start the half. Good start. Get it underneath on the block, and a little turnaround by Jeremy Brown, who now has 6 points. Balanced scoring by the Suns in the first half. Now they get into the corner. Knocking down the triple was Bryce Sanders. Sanders has 8. Passing half court is Lee Green. Green underneath. Now has it just literally just taken away right out of his hands. Up ahead they go. Alexander with the basketball. 3 ball again, same spot. Knocks it down. Bryce Sanders heating up from three-point land. He leads all scorers actually with 11 points. Granted, he's got teammates with 9, 10, 8. Very balanced scoring for the Suns here. Suns ball. High post left side. Nice drive and finish on the left side with the right hand. Will Boyd is in double figures with 10. He joins 2 other teammates, Bryce Sanders and Trell Jackson with 10, at least 10 points. Now Sanders comes up with a steal right in front of our broadcast booth. Alexander with the rock. Angles out to the right side. Wanted to go to Sanders in the corner again. This time is a steal intercepted by Jeremy Brown. Brown goes to, it's a Brown to Brown connection. Elliott Brown controlling the point for Lee Green. Double team. Loses control of the basketball. They're going to say it was last touched by Alexander. Alexander is number 12 for the Suns, so no more mystery between number 12 and number 20. Mason Turner is number 20 for the Suns, so apologies for the confusion in the first half. Off the miss, here goes Sanders all the way to the hoop. Finishes on the left side with the right hand. Bryce Sanders with 8 points here in the second half, 13 to lead all scorers. Into the corner they go. Lee Green throwing it out to Elliott Brown. Brown trapped, gets rid of it to a teammate. Now into the corner, drive baseline. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stuman, I believe. 59-24. Suns going to roll to a win. We got a running clock for the rest of it. And look, I think it's safe to say at this point we won't be going back to a regulation clock at any point. Oh, what a block. And the ball gets jammed. What a block by Will Boyd. I mean, that is just defending the rim. Going up and slapping it away. Lee Green coming at with some full court pressure. And there's Sanders in the corner again for 3. This time it's off to the left a little bit. Offensive board though. No look pass out left wing for 3 off to the right. Another offensive rebound. Boyd gonna attack the glass. Shot no good. Got it right back. His shot on the putback is rejected. Gets it off a pass. Has another shot rejected, but it goes right into the hands of Stuman. Right place at the right time. He's got 6. And the Suns continue to extend that lead. Boyd coming up with a steal. Going all the way to the hoop. Went up with a 2-hand slam. Couldn't get it to fall. Stuman, though, is there for the putback. He's got 8. Look, I just chuckled because you saw at the three-point line, it didn't matter what happened. He was going to go up for a dunk at that point. Just couldn't get it all the way over the cylinder. It was close. Lee Green basketball. Nice ball movement. Squirts out a pass somehow. Bryce Sanders coming up with a steal. Substitutions. Everybody off. That's what the Suns are saying. All 5 players sit down, back into the game. Comes Anthony Belton as well as Trell Jackson, Tyson Anderson. You got Mason Turner back in the game as well as Cam-Ray Coffey. Anderson almost comes up with a steal. Lee Green took about 7 steps that time. Shot no good. Rebound Suns, up ahead they go. Bounce pass into the corner. Here's a 3 from the lefty. It's left short. And if he didn't stand there and watch his shot the entire time, he could have gotten that rebound. Pass stolen away by Mason Turner, up ahead to Anderson. Anderson all the way to the hoop. Gets the friendly roll off the glass and in. Tyson Anderson with 6 points. Lee Green. Up ahead they go. Bounce pass stolen away by Trell Jackson. Jackson all the way to the dish. Can't get it to fall, though. The dunk in and out. Steals it right back, though. He's going to have another opportunity. Baseline layup good. He walks away shaking his head. Trell Jackson has 12 points. First points here in the second half. 67-24. The lead is now 43. Jackson nearly takes the ball away. There's a 3 ball. Barely got any lift off the ground. And it's left short. Layup all the way up and in. No, they're going to say it went out. Suns with another steal. Trell Jackson up ahead. Driving baseline. Layup off the glass for Cam-Ray Coffey. Give him 5 points. Now the only thing left to be decided is individual numbers. How many of the Suns are going to get in double figures? Right now we got 1, 2, 3. 3 Suns in double figures. You have another one with 9 points, another one with 8 points, and Tyson Anderson also has 6 points. So how many are going to end up with double figures? As Mason Turner fouled hard underneath. Now he's going to get a chance to get his name in double figures. He's sitting at 9 points right now. He's got 2 free throws awaiting him. Went 1 for 2 on his last trip to the free throw line. First free throw clanks short, no good. 8 minutes, closing in on 8 minutes left, past the halfway mark of the second half here. Mason Turner set to shoot. Second free throw. Gets it to fall. He's in double figures with 10 points. Tosses to his left. Fakes the pass into the corner and drives all the way to the hoop and finishes with the right hand. Pearson Jones. Pearson Jackson with the basket. Timeout on the floor. The Oklahoma Suns leading it 70-26. Steve Byrne has the play-by-play call of our next game, which will feature a 15 and under game again. The Hawks Elite Blue will take on, oh my goodness gracious, the Swag House. That's probably one of the better names in this tournament. And I don't know what my definition of better is, but unique, better term, unique. One of the more unique names. Tyson Anderson knocks down the triple out of the timeout. He's got 9. Oh, goodness gracious. Lee Green in the front court. Spinning around, trying to get loose of the defender. Got to get rid of the ball. It was going to be a 5-second call. Now right side, drive baseline, pump fake, layup, no good. Rebound, won by Anderson. Up ahead they go. Layup good with the left hand. And a little touch foul is going to send Cam Ray Coffey to the free throw line. He's got 7 points. First trip to the charity stripe. Now this is correct. Steve Braun, my man in crime here, partner in crime, going to have the play-by-play call of our next game. He says he built the Swag House brick by brick, which is an apt description of his jump shot. You got it.
It truly is.
Yeah.
I was a pass first, second, and third point guard when I played the game. I was a scorer's dream because I was not going to shoot. Russell Westbrook and I would get along well.
Would you wear the same clothes as Westbrook?
Sure,
By the way,
not?
there was a 3 knocked down that time.
Sure, if he wanted me to.
See, my thing would be if you paid me to. You want me to wear your glasses that don't have any lenses in them?
You let me be on the team and get paid what they get paid? Sure.
Wear whatever you want, Mr.
Yeah.
Westbrook.
I don't care. That has to be the most unique play call.
What is he saying? He's saying black, right?
I think so. But he
Yeah,
says it over and over and draws it out.
3 ball that time by Sanders off the mark. If you're not hearing, if you're not picking up the Lee Green coach, they only have 1 play call, and it's black.
It's a defensive set.
Maybe it's a baseball type thing where, you know, he says it so many times, and if I say black 4 times, it means man to man. If I say it 3 times, zone. Who knows? We're overthinking it at this point.
Probably.
Nice spin move and get to the rim that time from Connor Ross. Ross has 9 points. 78-31. Shot off the mark. Rebound by the Suns. Suns going to reset things here. Pull up Jay. Left short. Another offensive board. This time the putback is off the mark, and Lee Green comes up with basketball. Elliott Brown will cross half court. Pass swatted away, and off to the races they go. Left-hand layup good for Cam Ray Coffey, who now has 10 points. So he's in double figures. Join the club, Mr. Coffey. Elliott Brown, nice bounce pass into the lane. Pump faking the pass and going up with the shot and having it rejected was Jacob Langford, who has not scored here in the second half. Bryce Sanders coming over to stuff that shot. Inbound pass to Brown. Brown gonna bury the triple. Suns up ahead. Moving right to left here in the second half. Crawling to a finish here. Little baby hook. No good. Player getting tangled up underneath. Sanders and Connor Ross getting tangled up. No harm, no foul. 80-34 is the score. 3 minutes left. Another steal for the Suns, and a hard foul. Elliott Brown fouling Camray Coffee, or excuse me, that's Alexander. I don't think he got him in the face, although
I'm starting to think he did.
Alexander suggesting that he did.
If not, he's the best actor in the world. Because he sold me.
Sold you.
Give him the Oscar.
Makes the first. Got 4 points now. Second free throw on the way. Clinks it. Offensive board, though.
He even missed it to sell it even more.
We're past that point. It's already sold. It's been bought. 3 ball. Left short. Suns fighting for the rebound. Can't get it. Elliott Brown snagging it for Lee Green. Up ahead they go. Into the front court. Brown has it. In between the two circles. Little dribble drive. Has his shot just swatted. Nowhere to go that time. Alexander with a floater. No good, but they're going to call a foul. And by the time he's done shooting his 2 free throws, we're going to be probably under 30 seconds left. So Alexander back to the charity stripe. Bryce Sanders was the Oklahoma Suns player to emphatically block that last shot by Elliott Brown, which had no chance. In between about 4 defenders, and he did a little double pump fake in the air. No shot. Alexander makes the first, misses the second. Brown with the bounce pass. Underneath they go. Good play and finish for Jacob Langford, who scores for the first time here in the second half. He's got 9. Suns up ahead. 20 seconds left. Nice little dish. And an assist goes to Camray Coffee. Alexander with the finish. He's got 7 points. Brown past half court. 5 seconds left. Bounce pass out of bounds, and that'll do it. The Oklahoma Suns win this one 84-36. And again, we go back to the very beginning of this game. Lee Green led 7-1. It was looking good. All downhill after that. The Oklahoma Suns improved to 1-1. They avenged their loss, or get the bad taste out of their mouth for their loss last time against the Southern Stampede. Lee Green, they fall to 0-2 in Pool C, but they do a little bit better than they did last time when they lost 76-14. They only lose 84-36 this time. And look, they played good. They played well. It looks, I didn't see the last game, but it looks like they improved at least a little bit. If they can continue to improve over the next couple of games, you know, they might be able to do something in the consolation bracket. All right, coming up next, we got 15 and under division play as the Swag House will take on the Hawks Elite Blue, which, if we're basing this game off of names alone, the Swag House already has this game won. Steve Braun will have the play-by-play call of that game. I'll be back later on this afternoon, live from the Swisher Courts in lovely Lake Dallas, Texas. This is the EYB Classic, brought to you by Primetime Sports.